I hate building farms, which is a problem when you play on an SMP full of people who enjoy building farms. Oh, but Sep, you're an amazing builder. You'll always be better than them at building. Not if they just schematic everything off of the internet. So I need to strike up some deals. One person that I know is much more honest with their builds is CT. And he would like to... Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. He would like to build a path where he's got this copper and doesn't know how to do that, and I do, so that's something I can leverage. And I also want to build like a seawall thingy, so that'd be nice. I don't know if anyone's willing to build me a farm in return because it's in the community area, but we'll see, I guess. But I do want to create a checklist of what stuff actually does need to get done. Book and quill, beautiful. So immediately, I need a warped wood farm and a skulk farm. How do you spell skulk? Oh my god, that's the wrong way around. I'm amazing at spelling. Because I need those for my base. I could maybe do with a tunnel bore for stone and or deep slate, but no. I'm probably going to need a bone meal farm to make the warped wood farm work. And it'd also be good to be self-sufficient, I guess. So, gunpowder, sugar cane, and food of some sort. And I guess an XP farm would be good as well. But, I mean, the skulk farm will do that, but not as efficiently. Now, I could use other people's farms, and I could buy things. Actually, I can't buy things because I'm not good at anything, so I can't make any diamonds. And I don't like mining either. I'm very picky. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get this done. Don't like farming. I don't really like resource gathering. I don't like mining. And I'm alright at building. Could be interesting. This is probably quite obscure actually, but a frog light farm. I would quite like to put frog lights. They're nice. I want to use them as my primary lighting source. If you look around in here, I'm lighting stuff up with torches still. Today we're looking at how to build a dirt path, because that's very difficult, especially in real life. First you dig out an area, then you fill it with the blocks that you want to make the path with, then you put other blocks around those blocks, and you keep doing that until you have a path. Now you'll notice that it gets darker as it goes out, if you built it like that. That's because that looks good sometimes if you built it well. Then obviously you need a hedge at the edge, because hedge at the edge sounds cool, and now you have a path. Look at that, now you're a builder.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey.
I believe the path is done.
Ooh.
There's a chance that I've
I feel
forgotten
like I'm
something.
standing on it.
But I've just
nice.
been finishing up adding the little details like the trees and the cobblestone. The other thing CT wanted was a bridge that connects his base to Bomber's base, and now there's a path to connect that bridge to. Step 1 is to get the base of the bridge that people are going to walk on. Actually, maybe this bit would be better made out of cobblestone. And then I want to put the walls, this is to indicate the walls, and I want to put them, I reckon, about that far apart, and then put some actual wall blocks in the middle. I think polished basalt would look cool here. That is not polished basalt. Then put this support under it for a little bit of depth. I think this looks a little too flat, so I'm going to put, no, not like that, some stone brick stairs in the middle. Maybe the whole thing, to give it like a bit of a gradient kind of thing going on. Yeah. And then I'll put some slabs underneath it to make it look kind of a bit like an arch. Just like that. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. And as I said, particularly from a distance, the arch illusion really brings itself together, even if it doesn't from close up. Now I'm starting to feel like this is a little bit bland. I do still have to add the lanterns on, which I don't currently have the iron for. I think putting these fence gates here could help. This flat bit on the wall is kind of bugging me. I'm thinking I'm going to put some chains on top of it, even though that's kind of strange. I think that looks good. I made a bridge.
Ooh. Ooh, nice. Bomber, you liking it?
I have mixed
like the
feelings about the
bridge?
chains, but I think it's better with than without. Now,
Wow. The
you're
squid's
gonna
eating the
build me
chains.
a warped farm in return. So,
Yep.
so go get doing that. Oh, hey, look, there's a farm there. There's something kind of funny about the fact that I've got this on my base now, but I'm still living off of my little wheat field pond. This seems like such a lopsided deal, but like this to me at least seems like so much more work and more complicated than my path. But at the same time, you've spent quite a lot less time building this than I spent building that path.
Okay. Hold it, and then normally you would have an auto clicker. Holding that, and then whenever you're ready, click the lever next to you, and then hold. It will take a second. That'll
Whoa.
take- Working.
Explosions. Free cam. That is awesome. I kind of forgot about that. Honestly, I don't need the fungus. I can burn that. It's just the wood that I care about.
Wait,
really.
Bomber, can you sort it? Can you sort it, Bomber? So,
That is a lot of
teammate
stuff.
Yeah, I think that's enough, right?
I think that's enough to last me a couple months. What is that? Great, I don't have. Oh, I can't get in. This is very sketchy. Oh no. So the pickle of shame. It's a bit like a hot potato in a way, in that whoever has it on the 15th of March, which as of right now is in 12 days, has to do a dare. Luckily, that's more than enough time to get rid of it. Now, I need a target that is someone who might be easy to get, but also not someone I'd feel bad for giving the pickle of shame to. You know, where someone wouldn't expect to get pickled would be a shop. I don't know who I'm gonna get, but they're not gonna be suspecting getting pickled walking into a shop, are they? Now this technique will be prone to people coming in through the back door, but I mean, is anyone gonna come in through the back door? Probably not. So I'm gonna go for the classic observer under the door. One like that. Put the dropper in there. Pickle of shame. No, we don't want to put the pickle of shame in yet. We want to do the door. Then the pickle of shame. Then that. That's powerful. Oh my god.
That's so I had no armor on.
Yeah, with no armor on, I can one-shot you. That's mad. So I'm starting to think that apparently a lot of people do use this door, and I feel like if someone goes in through this door, it could be game over. So potentially better way to do this, why am I using a pickaxe, would be to just get rid of the door completely.
Okay, so we bought actually a couple of things.
I am awfully... How did you get into your shop?
What do you mean, how do I get into my shop?
Wait, did you like go through that door?
No, it didn't work.
Really?
How did you...
Really?
What? Yeah. Well, I'm so... How did you get into your shop?
I never went into my shop.
Oh, you're talking about the
He was
prison.
about to go in! He literally flew over and was about to go in! Snap.
Ah!
Okay, so I know who has it now.
You just need to wait 5 seconds.
I'm so
Alright,
impatient.
CT, you're in on this now.
You know, I really thought this pickle thing would be easier, but so far every trap has been unsuccessful. My main concern though is that Sim's a builder, and so he's gonna have an inventory. He's gonna have a full inventory, and even he might have logged out in his house. So this might not be the best place. I think over here at the entrance to his sugarcane farm is much better, because there's no chance he logged out in here, right? I mean, yeah, there's nothing back here. Why would he have logged out in here? And if he's coming in here, he's probably got inventory space to pick up some sugarcane. Observer. Like that. That is the right way up. Dropper. Pickle. Although I don't want to do the pickle yet. Let's put the gravel back. Hit that. That turned into flint. Good job, we got another one. Put the pickle in. Put the gravel, and hopefully when he walks in, he gets pickled. I've now got all of the resources. This took an unholy amount of time. And when I say an unholy amount of time, I mean about half a day. Which really isn't that much, now that I've said that. Like, in terms of Minecraft, this didn't actually take that long. So an unholy amount of time, and I'm now going to build a seawall along here. And basically until I run out of resources, is the idea. I actually think a cool place to start this could be right out. I need a shovel. I was saying the best place to start this is obviously in the middle. And I mean, to be fair, the reason that I'm starting here is because there's a shop here, so it needs to go in a certain place. The rest of the shops can be built around this. So I'm thinking, how many blocks out should the path go? My original plan was 4. I think that works. Let's go 4 blocks out from here. And then the reason I put this here is because I'm going to decorate this with a bit of gravel and a bit of stone. And I'm going to put some more details on this afterwards, but for now I think that's good. Alright, and I'm going to put some lighting, because obviously this path needs to be lit up. I'm going to have that on either side. Critical oversight. I thought you could craft smooth sandstone. I have to smelt all of this. This is really weird because I'm building from top to bottom. I'm going to have a little bit of a gradient, but not a very simplistic gradient, probably. Then birch. That doesn't seem right. That's weird. That's too flat. That's more like it. Oh god, this is difficult. Gymnastics. You know, I'm actually gonna move this up a little bit. I'm the best at this game, as I've said. And then also stair there. And we're gonna move to a different block palette now. I've got some acacia, terracotta, and granite. And the reason I've gone for 3 different blocks rather than the 2 up there is because it's like, this bit's exposed to the water, so I think this would be a bit more textured, it'd be a bit more damaged, you know? And that is a segment of the seawall completed. I'm now going to do that about 75 more times. You ready? Let's go. Now, I know people don't really use boats anymore, but this build just makes the shopping area feel so much more alive and functional. And I added this little staircase. Get up. It's not the safest, but you're just gonna fall into water. In hindsight, I massively overestimated the blocks that I'd need. So probably gonna do another build at some point, like a lighthouse or some kind of town hall thingy. There is a very nice space right here that's technically in CT's base, but I'm sure he'd let me use it if I have a good reason. And look at this, it connects to this path, which means you can walk all the way from here, all the way to here, without having to step on a single naturally generated block. How crazy is that? I'm actually quite a fan of this lichen transition down from the dirt path to the seawall. You wanna show me around that new building?
House. I mean, I don't really got a lot going on in it, but if you wanna.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
over
that
here.
new building just sugarcane?
Yeah, it's literally just for sugarcane.
Bro,
I have a lot of
why don't you add more farms in or something?
I was good.
How do people, like, in creative mode, sure, but how do people get the resources for stuff like this? This is incredible. I want to do stuff like this so badly. What is all this about? Well, I mean, anvils are pretty difficult to get and pretty useful, so I'm not complaining. What is this? Oh no.